Greetings to all and welcome to the Contingency Plan. This video is the result of an email I received recently where I realized that older videos on channels tend to get buried down at the bottom and that newer viewers don't always see them. This is an updated compilation of several older videos I already posted regarding the Greyman methods as well as traveling at night and other ways to fly under the radar.
Why is this topic so important?
I don't want this video to be too long, so I will try to cover these topics as quickly as possible. I can't stress strongly enough how important it is to maintain as low a profile as possible during a situation where everything suddenly goes to shit. One of the most vital survival skills you could ever possess is the Greyman method. This one simple adjustment could easily mean the difference between life and a horrific death, possibly witnessed by the general public, making it even more humiliating. Many people today are obsessed with drawing attention to themselves. They will step over one another to be interviewed on the local news, even though they literally have nothing of value to add.
I'm gonna be on television.
They constantly take narcissistic self-portraits of themselves and post them for likes, also known as self-validation, as if the rest of the world were just sitting around waiting for the next chance to get a glimpse of them. Full-grown adults Snapchat themselves with dog ears. Stop and really think about that for a moment. Dog ears. Standing out from the crowd and being unique is encouraged in today's society. For the most part, there's nothing overtly wrong with that train of thought. However, this mindset is the complete opposite of what you want to do in a shit hits the fan situation. Most people are going to be scared, angry, and looking to vent that frustration out on anyone that they can get their hands on. Mob mentality could have groups of people literally beating others to death and tearing them limb from limb out of fear and frustration at the situation they suddenly find themselves in, along with anger at doing absolutely nothing to prepare for such an event. They may come to the self-realization that they wasted literally all of their available time being part of the beast system, rather than seeing through all the noise and focusing on what actually mattered. Then there are your general sociopaths and psychopaths that walk among us on a daily basis, but keep themselves in check for no other reason than fear of imprisonment and loss of their individual freedoms. Once shit hits the fan starts, they will no longer see the law as a deterrent, and instead will see this opportunity as a free-for-all to finally be themselves. There are people today that commit unspeakable atrocities towards their fellow man. Imagine what could go down if all social restraints are suddenly lifted completely, and it's a do-or-die world where literally anything goes. People will bear witness to rapes and murders on a daily basis until they become almost numb to it. People that live a loud and obnoxious look-at-me lifestyle today are more than likely not going to be able to change who they are overnight, and that is going to make them a target for others. When groups of angry people are all of a sudden free to act out any way they please, people like this guy aren't going to last long.
I don't know, man. I'm a good person. I'm not that much of a douchebag.
Unfortunately, sir, you are a douchebag, and it will more than likely be what gets you killed well before you can starve to death or die from cholera, because it's in your DNA to draw negative attention to yourself and annoy others.
Soon, millions of people will see me and they'll all like me.
I highly suggest that those of you who prefer to survive whatever is coming look into the Greyman Philosophy. As stated earlier, I already did a video on this subject, but the bottom line is that you want to basically become invisible. There are many factors in play aside from being quiet and not looking like a bird searching for a mate. Greyman is a complete mindset, a way of carrying yourself, a conscious decision to blend in and not be noticed under any circumstances. Greyman is a lifestyle and not something that you turn on and off.
We'll probably sit around and cook some soups and eat bread and desserts and just get all fat and sassy.
When you do things for the sake of attention, you do a disservice to your soul.
Along with this lifestyle are some other things that you can do to remain as undetected as possible in an environment of pure chaos and without rule of law. I've stated this many times, but will reiterate it once again because, as the subscriber pointed out, videos get buried on here, so repeating yourself becomes necessary at times. Plus, this advice is fantastic, and it's free. First off, if you need to travel, especially on foot, you should do so at night. Avoid main roads. Instead, follow roads 50 yards or so off to the side so that you are not caught by surprise by headlights or another group on the road. When you come to one of these, use these. This is a life or death shit hits the fan situation. You do not want to be dramatically slowed down, or worse yet, injured trying to get yourself and whatever gear you have with you over fences all night. Your goal is to get where you are going in one piece, preferably undetected. Cut through the damn fence. Unless you are in a very well protected and isolated area, when you need fire, take the time to make a Dakota fire hole. This will prevent your fire from being spotted from a distance, and when you are ready to leave, you simply fill the hole with dirt, spread some foliage around with a branch, and nobody will stumble across your campfire and know that you were ever there. So I think you get the overall concept of keeping a low profile. There's no need to go on any longer with this, but I hope you found it helpful in some way. Thank you for watching, and God bless each one of you. Peace.